Welcome, everyone, to this week's episode of Talk Exchange. Today we have the Exchange Club of Troutman, North Carolina, with Jane Babella and Paul Somerville talking all about their car show that they call Driving Out Child Abuse. It's a very, very good show. They're going to offer some really good advice if you have any interest in doing anything similar. They also, of course, discuss some of the other highlights of some things that they've done, including a 5K walk run. And they talk about how the key component to club success and fundraising success is to just simply make it fun. So we hope you enjoy this one. And as always, we'll see you again next week.
Welcome to Talk Exchange. I'm Tracy Edwards, CEO of the National Exchange Club.
And I'm Christy Lindahl, Director of Communications.
You know, April is one of our great months because we get to highlight the impact of the National Exchange Club and our work in preventing child abuse.
Correct.
It's really fun to see all of the events going on throughout the country, to see people wearing blue in observance of Blue Mondays to really bring focus on our efforts and impact.
Yeah, and you know, it's kind of poetic that it comes at the beginning of spring. You know, when
true.
everything's coming back awake and the energy is, you know, oozing back into society.
Definitely. That's a good point. And, you know, it really highlights the fact that Exchange is a leader in prevention in the field, and we have prevention centers across the country, 69 of them, that just do really great work. And a special shout out to our center directors and staff all around the country. We appreciate the work they do every day to bring awareness to this important social cause. And we also appreciate the clubs that host events in observance of the month. And today we have a really exciting one on deck.
A really good one.
Yeah,
I'm excited to hear from them.
You know, sometimes people contact us to be on the podcast, but what's so fun is when we spot something, and this looked so fun and so awesome, and I know you especially like their PR around it because everything looked just like, I want to go to that, you know. It was really, really cool. So today we're joined by members of the Exchange Club of Troutman, North Carolina, Jane Babella and Paul Somerville. Welcome, Jane and Paul.
Thank you.
How you guys doing today?
Welcome.
Great. Good to see you both. Welcome from North Carolina to our Buckeye studio right here. We're glad you joined us. I already know, because I've had the pleasure of knowing Paul for a long time, he's a car fanatic. So this car show is right up your alley. Da-dum. Did you see what I did there? Okay.
She's good.
We're highlighting today your club, the Exchange Club of Troutman, your second annual car show called Driving Out Child Abuse, an event that brings the community together in support of the prevention of child abuse. So we're excited to hear about this. How did the event go? We understand it happened a few days ago.
It went really, really well. We started out early January planning. And as we planned, things seemed to fall in place. Paul didn't think so, but I did. Everything fell into place. And we got more sponsors this year. We started out well with the cars, and it did end up a little smaller than last year. However, the turnout, the visitors, our participants were just awesome. We had plenty of them. We can't count them, but we had a ball. We really did.
Yeah, this region, actually, it's known as Race City around in this region, and it's very, very popular for cars. And one of the things that I was apprehensive about is there is a event at Charlotte Motor Speedway once a year known as the Charlotte Auto Fair, and it attracts people from all the Southeast and so forth. Last year, we moved our date to get away from that because we knew how popular it was. Well, they moved their date on top of ours.
No
But
way.
it didn't
Oh
hurt
my
us.
gosh.
Oh, so,
But it didn't hurt us.
Good. I'm glad to hear.
So if we could back up just for a second and explain to the people who aren't familiar with the event, if you could give us a snapshot of what it is, what it includes, what it entails, what it supports, that sort of thing.
All right.
It's basically a car show, and a lot of people, and myself included, they have hot rods, sport cars, motorcycles, rat rods, trucks, and we just provide a space for them to come show it off and talk about their cars and their vehicles and so forth. We charge $20 for a car or truck and 15 or 10?
10.
10 for a motorcycle. And of course, this year we sold some pretty good sponsorship with local companies for it.
Good.
It's gaining popularity, so probably next year it's really going to start zooming.
We had three trucks on site. We had vendors also that on site, which includes our Pharaoh's Parenting Center in Statesville. They had a tent because, like we said earlier, this is all about the prevention of child abuse, and
Yes.
we want to drive it out. So they were there, and then we had planned to have a little jumping area for the children, but they couldn't come this year. But the kids seemed to have a good
Yeah.
time too, and
Good.
it was great.
And I got to give a little shout out about the venue we use. Here in Troutman, we have, it's called the Career Academy and Technical Institute School, and it's part of the Iredell County school system. These guys, it's just unbelievable what they offer over there. But I had gone to a cruise in there a couple, 3 years ago, and the venue seemed real good. So when we were planning the first one last year, we went over and talked to Principal Rogers, and he is all for it. Those guys
Nice.
give us more support. Their welding class builds all our trophies for us. We have 6 trophies.
Wow.
We go out. We go out to different automobile repair shops and ask for their junk they're throwing away. Pistons, rods, valves, stuff like that. And we just give them boxes of old busted parts, and they build some pretty fabulous looking trophies for
That's
us.
so cool.
That's awesome.
And they're very unique. They're not ever going to see any more like them. The ones next year
No.
will not be the same because they are individually made by different students.
That is so cool.
That's so cool. I love that.
One of the things we started doing last year, and yes, this whole show is focused on the prevention of child abuse because of it being April. But last year, in working with a gentleman who headed up the welding shop, he was telling us that there are parents who cannot afford the safety equipment like the heavy shirts, boots, and so forth in the welding shop, and he's been buying it out of his own pocket. So last year, we donated money to him to purchase that safety equipment. We're going to do the same thing again this year. So
Oh.
You know, what a tremendous partnership this is. And that's so great that you could partner with the school and make it a win-win
Yeah.
situation for
This
everybody.
is a youth program and a
Yes.
prevention of child abuse project.
Definitely.
So do the funds that you bring in, how many organizations do they support in the community?
I'm going to let you answer that.
It will support Pharaoh's. That's the only one that we give to, other than the student class, welding class at CATS Academy.
Wow. How
Yeah, that's
fortunate they
great.
are for your support.
Definitely. And they're part of our National Center network. So that's pretty cool. What a great partnership between a club and a center.
Absolutely.
Too. How much can we ask about how much money was raised at the event?
We raised almost $7,000, and I did a quick little checkup last night. This is not final numbers, okay? But it does look like they will receive anywhere from 5,000 to 5,500 this year.
That's fantastic. Wow. Good job, team. And so a couple things, a lot impresses me about this, but a couple things I want to highlight is you started working on this in January. That's not a huge amount of time to work on a project.
It is
so
not.
I think this is easily, maybe not easily, but it's certainly doable for other clubs that may be
Absolutely.
listening, which I like that a lot. And also I think it's important to point out this is a relatively new club. When did you charter this club, Paul?
This was what, 2 years?
October
Yeah.
in 2023.
Yeah.
That's amazing. So relatively new club doing big projects.
Yes.
And it's small. We have 22 members.
Wow.
And but they work together. We all work together. It takes a lot of volunteers.
Yes.
It takes a lot of sweat and work, but we've pulled it off for this as our second year.
And we have volunteers from our Evening Exchange Club in to help come in and work with this. They will attend some of the planning meetings, but I don't know. There's a handful of them there on Saturday, and it keeps you busy, taking care of registrations, taking care of the we we have 14 raffles this year. 14 businesses donated things. We had anything
Wow.
from
Nice.
meal gift cards, oil and filter changes, just all types of stuff that the local businesses donated to us. So we had a very good raffle going at the same time, plus a 50-50.
And Cotton Catchy always does donate some of his limited
Edition
editions.
prints, yep.
Wonderful.
We try to have something for everybody.
Yeah.
And this year we had a lot more spectators than we had last year, just because that's our second annual, and we got the word out all across the region. So
That's great. And it sounds like an event that the drivers, the car owners really enjoy, right?
oh
They
gosh,
do.
yeah. Oh yes.
And the town of and our little town of Troutman, they always support us, very big in supporting us with banners and putting it on the digital billboard. It's on our the big, what do you call those, advertising digital billboards that are out by the interstate and below Troutman. And so they help us out a whole lot too.
Oh, that's
excellent.
awesome. So let's talk about the cars. Since you mentioned trophies, we're aware that this is driving out child abuse, and you're doing it certainly for prevention in April. What were the winning cars? What were the really cool cars that showed up at this show?
Well, we give a trophy for the best car, the best truck, the best motorcycle. Um, we have a exchange trophy that we give, and also it's called CATS, the Career Academy and Technical Institute. They choose a car also, but we had 55 Chevys. We had trucks.
Wow.
What was the young girl? What did she have at one? There was a young girl that came up to accept a trophy. And I swear I looked at her and I thought, she can't be more than 12 years old, but she's out there with a hot rod truck.
She had a red truck, and it was beautiful. But yes, she got the best truck award trophy.
Oh, how fun.
So now,
when I
Paul, I
send
have
you-
to ask, was that a 55 Chevy, or did you have 55 Chevys?
No, it was a 1955 Chevy.
Yeah, I was
Wow.
just curious for my own sake.
She won the school award, the Career Academy and Technical Schools Award. And she did not even think she was going to win. And she started to leave. And I saw her leaving, and I had to run and catch her. I kept yelling to everybody, stop her, stop her, stop her. And they didn't know what I was wanting them to stop. So I ran and caught her. I said, ma'am, you can't leave right now. And she says, well, I just need to go. And I said, no, please don't. I said, you're going to get a trophy.
Aw.
And I wish you could have seen the look. She is an elderly lady that this car belonged to her husband, who recently passed away.
Oh my God.
Wow.
So she's out showing it now.
Oh, God love her. That's really meaningful.
Oh.
Wow. You brought you brought the community together in big fashion. That's a feel-good event.
Yes, it
right
is.
there.
You meet so many different people and their stories and everything. That's one of the fascinating things about car shows. Yes, there's some beautiful automobiles there and paint jobs and all types of stuff, but getting people to talk about their personal lives a little bit and sharing it like the lady did with Jane.
I did deliver a gift certificate to another spectator that had left before we drew the awards and the raffles. And in talking with them, they were asking about Exchange, and I told them about Exchange, and they sound like they might come to our meeting tomorrow night.
Right.
So it's a good opportunity to share about Exchange as well.
And
Well,
see, that's one of the
I
things
like
I
that.
learned from y'all a long time ago. Whatever event you're having, fundraising event, everything, you also consider it as a membership drive.
All the time, absolutely. Because, people are looking at this event and saying, this is cool, this is fun. I want to get involved with this group that's putting this on. Very cool.
Yeah.
Congratulations on a super successful event and the success of the club.
We've had two close by exchange clubs talk about they want to do a car show.
Nice. Maybe a big regional one is in your
Yeah.
future.
Yeah.
Make it
The
supersized or
Exchange
something.
Regional Car Show.
Right. We don't want them to have the same weekend that we have
No.
ours,
No,
though.
no.
That's true.
What a great conversation.
I love
I've
it.
loved hearing this story. Thank you.
Yeah, definitely. So since we have you here, tell us about a couple highlights about the Exchange Club of Troutman.
Okay, you want to hear about some other events that
Sure.
we just completed or getting ready to
Yep.
complete?
Sure.
In October of last year, we had our second annual Ham Day. Ham Day was a fire department when Troutman was volunteered. They did a Ham Day every spring or fall, and we revived that last year. Great success.
Nice.
All the funds went back into our community. Then we just completed our second annual 5K walk run. It's called Hearts to Ace, and it's for our ACE scholarship. And
Nice.
we, out of that and a little chili cook-off that we also did in January, we're going to be able to give $1,500 as our ACE scholarship this year.
Excellent.
And we gained what, 2 memberships out
And
of
we
the
gained
chili?
2 memberships out of our chili cook-off.
Wonderful.
We are getting ready for our Walk of Heroes, our flags will go up May 15th and come down on Memorial Day, in which we line the Richardson Greenway here in Troutman with 300 flags. So we will be raising money there. And then, of course, in the fall, we'll start Ham Day for the 3rd annual. We did do a little bit of number digging to see what our little club of not quite 3 years old has given back to our community since we were chartered in 23. So year 24, 25, and this year 25, 26. Our little club has given back to our community $19,500.
Wow, that's tremendous. Congratulations and thank you on behalf of the community and on behalf of Exchange for your impact. Amazing. Thank you. What's been delightful to have a conversation with both of you. Any final comments, Paul, on anything else you'd like to get out there?
What I'd like to say, yes, we stay very, very busy, and but we make it fun. That's the key component to any of these fundraisers. Make it fun, and we do have fun. Have some good food too.
Absolutely. Good advice.
Words to live by.
Food and fun are the key ingredients. Well, thanks everybody for tuning in and learning about the Driving Out Child Abuse Car Show put on by the Exchange Club of Troutman, North Carolina. If you want to learn more about this club, look them up on Facebook. And to find any club in the Exchange Club network, please visit nationalexchangeclub.org. Any closing comments? We roll on with April and continue to highlight awesome clubs doing amazing things in observance of Prevention of Child Abuse Month.
Exchange on.
Exchange on. Excellent. Thanks for
And I'll be sure to get you that video in the next couple of days.
Great. We're looking forward to that as well. Awesome. Thanks, Jane, and thanks, Paul. Thanks to everybody in the awesome Exchange Club of Troutman, and thanks to everyone for listening to this episode of Talk Exchange. Wow, wonderful. Great job, you two.
Yeah.
Fantastic.